Libra, welcome to September 2016. Now, there is so much for you to look forward to. Jupiter enters Libra on the 9th and will be in Libra until 10/10/2017. This is really good news for you. And you have a fabulous Libra new moon on the 30th. There's no challenging aspects to that new moon. That is another powerful message that you're going to love the year ahead. First, though, the first 3 weeks of September are very rocky. And that's because there are 2 eclipses and Mercury is retrograde. Now, the first eclipse is on the 1st of September. And Mercury is the ruling planet of Virgo. And Mercury is in Virgo, and Mercury is retrograde. So there's a lot of noise going on in your life, and it is getting to you. So it's really important that you are setting boundaries with other people that are trying to get into your space, or they're even trying to get into your head. If there's voices in your head that are leading you to self-doubt or self-sabotage, those negative voices are not your own. It's coming from other people. And so there's a T-square off of this Virgo new moon eclipse with Neptune and Saturn. Now, it's the final Saturn-Neptune square that's taking place on September 10th, but it's very much involved in the Virgo new moon eclipse on the 1st. And that that brings up people that lie, people that are not honest, people that are deceptive, and Saturn brings loss. And so, I think it's a really important time for all of us, and especially for you. And now this is coming from work, it's coming from community. Now, it can also be siblings. It can be anybody, but where I'm seeing the focus for you is more so with work, the people you work with, and that you really want to be setting boundaries and noticing who's running over your boundaries, who's not following through with you, who's making false promises, who's really being dishonest, and pay attention to that. Those are red flags. I know myself that I get really, really busy and I don't always pay attention to what people are saying or doing, and then it's in my face. It's like, oh my goodness, how did I not see that? How did I step over that? Well, when you're doing a million things, that's how it happens. So this is a really good time for you to slow down and take time for yourself, because Virgo is 12 signs from you. So it puts this new moon in the area of how you get in your own way, how you sabotage yourself. Now, we all have a 12th house. And so we all go through this right before our birthday. And so this is a time of completion. This is a time for you to finish up things. This is the time for you to complete unfinished business, complete unfinished projects, complete anything you haven't finished in the last 12-month cycle. And it's also an opportunity to look at how you get in your own way. We all get in our own way. And how you may be giving your power away, right? So if you're listening to the critics, or you're listening to the Debbie Downers or the negative Nancys, and they're raining on your parade, they're not friends. They're what I call frenemies. They pretend to be friends, but they really have another agenda altogether. And so this is going to be brought to your conscious awareness this first 3 weeks in September. And the eclipses are major turning points. They end things and begin things. When something ends, something begins. Nothing ever just ends and then there's nothing. There's always a new beginning. And so the eclipses are completing things for you, finishing things up for you, so that you're getting this fresh start and this new beginning. And it's really important to be taking really good care of you and seeing who's getting in your space, who is, even getting in your head, and reinforce your boundaries. because you may have internalized other people's perceptions that are creating cracks in how you see yourself. I want you to apply large amounts of self-love, self-healing, especially this first 3 weeks, because the Virgo new moon has the Saturn Neptune in it, and that's going to bring up the lies, the deceptions, the betrayals. And then the Pisces full moon lunar eclipse on the 16th, that's taking place in this work area for you. It's coupled with Chiron, and Chiron is pain. So there's pain coming up for all of us that we need to deal with at the Pisces full moon eclipse on the 16th. And full moons bring to conscious awareness what we may not have been paying attention to, what has been in the subconscious or the unconscious. And they bring to conscious awareness, you know, what's hurting you. Okay, so this could be something to do with the people you work with that really don't have your back. This could be due to with your health. Remember, our wealth is in our health. The better you feel, the more you can do. And I just recently cut out dairy, and I'm feeling much better. You know, it's really weird how certain foods you can be allergic to and are bad for you. And so maybe there's something that you need to, you know, make a dietary change, or take more time for yourself, more time to play, you know, whatever it is. You're going to have an opportunity to look at it these first 3 weeks, and especially during this eclipse season and the Pisces full moon lunar eclipse here on the 16th. And because that is right in that health area, that work area. And so this is all about life-work balance. Notice how I didn't say work-life? No, because without life, work doesn't matter. Yes, we all need to create a living. However, it is about life and loving you and taking care of you and valuing you more than what other people are saying or doing, because it's going to get crazy out here. I mean, it's been a crazy year with the Saturn-Neptune stuff going on. And it's going to really be crazy here in September with the Mercury retrograde. And Mercury is stirring the pot. He has got a lot of muscle, and he's going around talking to all the other planets, and he's the only one that can travel from heaven to hell. He's the only one that can travel from superconscious mind, higher conscious, conscious awareness, subconscious, and the unconscious. And so there could be a lot of people saying and doing things that are not appropriate or right. And then there could be misunderstandings, and there could be, you know, and you could feel hurt by what some of these folks are saying or what someone's doing. And that's why I want you to set those boundaries. And that's why I want you to love you more, and that your opinion of you is more valuable than other people's opinions. They're not living your life. They're not in your shoes. They're not walking your path. They don't have your chart. They don't have your karma. They don't have your experiences. So, you know, people can say and do things that are just useless. It's just noise. Okay? So if you're hearing the noise of others, especially this first 3 weeks, set your boundaries. Go out into nature. Nature is such a healer. Nature is amazing. If we just leave Mother Nature alone, she replenishes herself. When I go into nature, I receive so much from being outdoors that it's like mind-boggling how I can go out tired and I come back refreshed. Because nature is a giver. She is a giver. And so do what gives you energy. Do what empowers you. And really keep boundaries with those folks that are negative, that are complaining, that are whiners, because you don't have time for it. And you don't want them in your space, and you don't want them in your head. Then, on the 22nd, Mercury goes direct. This is good news. And then the Sun enters Libra. Happy birthday! And you have happy fall in the northern hemisphere, happy spring in the southern hemisphere. Yeah, I know you guys in the South really love that. And so this is really good news. So you can see how powerful this month is. This may be the most powerful month of the year because we have the eclipses, because Mercury's stirring the pot, and then we have the equinoxes. These are power days. Whenever the solstices occur or the equinoxes, there's a huge cosmic shift that takes place on the planet, and there's a cosmic download that takes place from Source, and it calibrates you, and so this is a really powerful month, and so that you have the Sun entering Libra on the 22nd, and now we have Jupiter in Libra, we have the Sun in Libra, Venus moves from Sagittarius into Scorpio on the 23rd, and then Pluto goes direct on the 26th. This is good news. So you can see the 22nd on, everything starts to really improve. Mars enters Capricorn on the 27th, and then you have the gorgeous Libra new moon on the 30th. And this is an omen that you're going to have a really good year. And I mean from your birthday of this year to your birthday of 2017, because your new moon is phenomenal. We have the Sun and the Moon coupled together in Libra with Jupiter. And they're sextile Saturn in Sagittarius, who's direct now. So this is all about your growth and expansion and opportunity. When you have Jupiter in your sign, Jupiter brings you your heart's desire. Jupiter brings you great relationships, great opportunities, more money, and also, like we always overlook it, but I think is really important, is just your own personal development. That Jupiter is going to grow you. Jupiter is going to be in Libra until 10/10/2017. Then he's going to go into your money house. But while he's in Libra, this is really good for you. This is awesome. But it's also good for all of us because when Jupiter moves into Libra, you're going to see a shift in the world where people are moving away from weapons and towards cooperation. Libra rules love, harmony, relationships, agreements. And so with the shift into Libra, with Jupiter moving into Libra, people are going to be less apt to take to violence, and they're going to be more apt to move towards agreements, harmony, love, cooperation, prosperity. So it's going to bring prosperity to the economies, to the world, and especially to you because it's in your sign. And so this is really good news. And I love that Saturn is sextile your new moon because Jupiter and Saturn are going to be sextile all this year. And, well, not the whole year, but on and off. But anyway, with Jupiter and Libra in harmony with each other, this is business expansion. This is going to bring business expansion to you and to everyone. And it's going to be done in a prudent and practical way. So it's about growth. It's about your personal development. It's about coming to know yourself in new ways, in new levels of understanding. And I'll talk more about that next month when it's your month. But knowing that as you get towards the equinox, everything starts to open up for you. And so you can see, like, there's a really big message in here for you these first few weeks to really set the boundaries with other people. Don't let them in your space. If they're negative, you don't have time for them. If they're getting in your head, that means you've got to put in better boundaries that, you know, and get out into nature and just let everything go. Like clear your head out, release and let go. That's what you are to be doing these first 3 weeks. Finishing the unfinished business, completing things, seeing how you're getting in your own way. Maybe you're giving your power away to certain people. Maybe you've been valuing them too much and they're really not there for you. And so you're going to have an opportunity these first few weeks to really clean house in the area of people you're working with or people in your community and build stronger foundation for yourself. Then it all shifts for you in a huge way. And the focus moves towards you, and it's all about you. And so I just love this Jupiter in your sign because it's all about your personal development and your personal growth. And the more you value you and love you, the more you're creating better opportunities to come your way. You know, the only challenge I can say with the Jupiter in your own sign is you're going to feel better. You're going to have more energy. You're going to feel more inspired. You're going to feel better about your future. We have a tendency to overreach, and I did it when Jupiter was in Leo. I just took on way too much. And then when he moves into Virgo, it's like, wow, okay? And you'll experience that next year when he goes into Scorpio. So it's not a call to do more, okay? I mean, you can if you want to. It's really a time of receiving and being available to the right opportunities, to the right relationships. That's what it's great for. But really, even on a higher level, it is about you coming to know who you really are, your soul, and your connection to your higher power, your connection to Source, your connection to God, Creator. And so, you know, this is phenomenal for you. And I love your new moon. Now, yes, you know, on the 1st of October, the moon will have to face Pluto. And, you know, then days later the sun will. However, not at the new moon. That new moon is with Jupiter and is in harmony with Saturn. There's no challenging aspects to your new moon. So this is a time of expansion. This is a time of growth. This is a time of you making better deals, making better opportunities for yourself. Pluto moves direct on the 26th, and Mercury is trining Pluto, positive energy flow, the 10th of September through October 1st, going into October, which is really good news because then you can create that win-win. But, you know, some people you don't even want to, you just want to set a boundary with them. You know, you really need to finish things up with certain people, you know, like especially if someone's really not been there for you and they've just been you know, a noose around your neck, and now's the time to cut the cord, cut the tie, right? You don't owe anybody anything. You owe yourself. You owe yourself. This is your life, and this is now your time. With Jupiter in your, he won't be back for another 12 years. You absolutely want to take advantage of Jupiter in Libra. And so Pluto is trining, and Pluto is in the area of your foundation, building a new foundation for you. And this has been going on since 2008. And it will go on until 2020-something when Pluto enters Aquarius. And so you're building a new foundation. Now Mars enters Capricorn on the 27th, and this is about you really doing some house cleaning. This is a month of house cleaning for all of us. Eclipses end things and begin things. They complete things. And so this is a time for you to really look at what you need to finish so that you can take advantage of this fabulous Jupiter in Libra and this new moon in Libra that is bringing new opportunities for you. This is a good time for writing. This is a good time for publishing. This is a good time for travel. This is a good time for making new friends, new contacts, new connections, new opportunities. It's all out in front of you. So let me just tune in and see if I'm hearing anything else for you at this time. You're moving into a time of enormous expansion and growth opportunities. That's why it's so important for you to clear out negative relationships, negative situations, how you are holding yourself back. How are you holding yourself back from what you want? How are you holding yourself back from new love, new relationship, new opportunity? Be fearless. There is so much good waiting to come into your life. You have to be ready to receive it. You want to be ready to receive. So this is important for you too, is learning how to receive. Right? So, you know, with Jupiter in your sign. Love is there for you. And it can be new love. It can be the improvement of the love that you already are coupled with. And love is there for you. With Venus and Scorpio, the money is going to improve. And so with Jupiter in your sign as well, you're going to attract greater abundance over this next year. And, you know, the career, do what you need to do to change that work situation so that you are getting your needs met. Spiritually, it is a time for you to connect to source energy, to connect to your higher power. The universe is just waiting to download to you, waiting to inspire you and uplift you. It's all out ahead of you, Libra. Wow.